A lot of people didn't really seem to like Ahsoka, but I really enjoyed it, and I'm going to explain why. Now remember, this is just my opinion, so don't get mad, but I'd love to hear your opinions on the show in the comments below. First of all, let's talk cameos. Lots of people saying it's a show full of pointless cameos, but I disagree. I've made a video on the C-3PO cameo, but as for Anakin, at the most basic level was still training Ahsoka, and we can look at another video I made on the theory of how the father is controlling Anakin, but that's already been said. As for Thrawn's appearance, this essentially explains where Thrawn's been. I can see the argument the show tilted away from Ahsoka and more to Thrawn, but apart from a Thrawn spin-off, the Ahsoka show contains the Rebels crew, so it might be the best opportunity to implement live-action Thrawn. I also never really found a dull moment in this show, which some might disagree with, but I've always felt engaged in the story, unlike the Kenobi show where I sometimes, if not often, found myself drifting off in my own thoughts because there was just a lot of dull moments. Also, in this show, it slowly feels like Disney are bringing lightsabers back to their glory days. Unlike we've seen so far in the Disney era of Star Wars, Ahsoka using a lightsaber was just elegant, and even Sabine, who made lightsabers not look 80 stone in weight, despite only recently learning the ways of the lightsaber, unlike Rey, who had had more training than Sabine, still made them look like the heaviest weapon in the galaxy. And finally, I think this show had everything. If you want Clone Wars style Star Wars, it had that. If you want story, it had that. If you wanted character development, I felt like it may well have had the best out of any of the Disney shows bar The Mandalorian probably. Now, this is why you'll never please everyone, because everyone watches the show looking for different things, but I do think this show had a bit of everything. Overall, I think the main reason I love this show, though, was because for the first time in years, it felt like the old Star Wars we grew up with, or I grew up with, loving was back. Maybe I'm just hyped in the moment, and we'll look back in a few years and think this show was average, but for now, I'm more than happy with it.